I show you special loving.
Anywhere you day, I go there. Long as I stay with my baby, wait till them don't know them boy here too. Kiss me, baby.
Yes. I'm back here on the Raúl Blaze Show. Welcome to everyone watching live now on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, and on all the places you can watch. And big up to all the people I'm listening from, wherever you can listen from, whether you're doing Spotify or you're doing the app or you are doing any other. You're watching through any other listening method. So I'm gonna have my first guest come on soon. We're gonna talk about managing money and all that. So these days things are tight, and we have to find a way to make sure that we manage money the right way, and to make sure that it stretches, and to invest properly, and to see how much per month or how much per each pay period per se, however you are paid, you can put aside for whatever plans you have going on. So let me get back to what I was talking about first. I don't have any blazing news headline for you guys, or neither do I have any quote for you guys. But I want to tell you about something that happened to me today. If you were on my Instagram today or on my TikTok, you saw that I was almost mauled by a dog today, and it is such a. I don't know how to explain it. If you've ever seen danger before, whenever people say you see your life flash in front of your eyes, it's a real phenomenon. I was sitting there minding my business, minding my business as usual, and then all of a sudden I just heard something said, "Look to my left." When I looked to my left, I saw that I saw an animal approaching me. And then at first I didn't realize what was happening. But then I saw that the guy was saying, no, boy. So when he said, no, boy, I realized that it was a pit bull without a leash coming in my direction. There I am editing my videos, and I see the pit bull coming in my direction. Like, my heart just start jump. And like, me start palpitating. But I kept normal, because you don't want to act too, surprised. If you act too surprised, you might get attacked or something. So the good thing was that the dog stopped on a few, every few seconds he stopped. So, so when the dog stopped and look back at his master, each time the guy said, no, stop, boy. But he was also saying that, don't worry, it's not going to hurt you, while shouting at the dog to stop. If it's a friendly dog, why are you telling the dog not to? Why are you telling me, the dog? Why are you trying to comfort me if you're trying also to relax the dog? So yes, someone says dog sense fear. Yes, they sense fear, and I didn't show much fear. I tell the guy, keep your dog. But while I'm doing that, I'm headed for my tripod, because my tripod is the only weapon I had. And if he came near me, the only thing I needed to do was to stand, because I was sitting on the field in the park. If he came at me, it would be face to face. So I had to find some way to stand up with the tripod in my hand without being very obvious. And this dog came it was at least 10 foot away from me, about 10 or 12 foot away from me. And I said, if this dog ever come near me, I have to find out for one, grab my tripod and stand. You understand? I don't like the idea of abusing animals. People know me, so I love animals like that. But if that would have been the only way for me to defend myself today. Had that dog come close to me, I would have had to whack him with the tripod. So that was a very, very very scary experience today that happened. And yeah, I would never want anything like that to happen to me again. So yeah, that was a scary experience. And I saw the comments here on social media, on TikTok and on Instagram, saying that one person said that why you send the dog now and bite him, have rubber teeth, and other person saying they've been through this before. They've been mauled by a pit bull before, and they end up in the hospital with multiple stitches on their legs and hand, because the dog bit them on their leg, but then they had to be fending it off with their hands. So so they had multiple bite marks on their legs. So we're going to talk about that when we come back. And also I'm going to have my first guest here via video. And then later on I'm going to have Mr. Oliver Mair, Consul General for Southern United States, with me on the Raúl Blaze. All right, so stay tuned.
Kings and the queens on the outside. This is DJ Bobby Payne all the way from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And right here on Streaming Hub Radio, we do a thing called Monday Moods each and every Monday from 9 p.m. straight to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. 4 different genres in 2 hours. You get me, people? So right now I want everybody to get that Streaming Hub Radio app and come party with the DJ. This is DJ Bobby Payne.
Pines wants to put you in your dream car. Whether you have good credit or bad credit, purchasing your Lexus is easy and guaranteed stress-free. With the purchase of your brand new Lexus, you'll also receive free window tint and free service for 1 year. Call or visit Lexus of Pembroke Pines now. Ask for Mikhail at 877-615-3987. 877-615-3987. Lexus. Experience.
Do you want to learn how your music can make you more money? Money.
Let's go!
Songvest is the leading marketplace for buying, selling, and advancing music royalties. If you're a recording artist, music producer, writer, recording label, or any music rights owner, we can provide options for catalog sales or advances with the lowest rates in the industry. Keep your copyright. Get funds now. Contact us for a custom proposal at songvest.com/radio. Songvest can quickly analyze royalty statements from any pro, distributor, publisher, or label and provide a custom proposal. Our unique auction process ensures that you get the highest value for your royalty stream. The Songvest team has been helping music royalty owners for more than 10 years. Public auctions or private sales are available, and you keep your copyright. Learn more at songvest.com/radio or email info@songvest.com.
Internet radio to a whole new level. Streaming Hub Radio.
Tune in to Crossing Borders with me, DJ Boom Love, each and every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. for the best Caribbean, urban, and world beats on Florida's #1 online station, Streaming Hub Radio.
Yeah, and girl, me want fi hold you, put me arms right around you. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Girl, me want fi just squeeze you, put me things all around you. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Me guide them jam in the care. You take it anytime, anywhere. In the square, so me no fear. Long as a woman, I will be there. Me want a girl, me can't wine for me. Me want a girl, me can't take care of me. Make me feel it, and make me feel it. Oh, me have to really squeeze it. Girl, me want to hold you. Put me arms right around you. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Girl, me just want to squeeze you. Put me things all around you. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Oh Lord, like a fast bike on the road, boom, 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 boom. Girl, on the back and she a boom, 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 boom. Give me the maga one and the fat cum, cum, cum. Me the play last one time, it come to cum, cum. Me out of control. I'm more fire she want in her soul. She say more and more and still she grown. And still me multiply more. Girl, me want fi just hold ya. Put me arms right around ya. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Girl, me want fi just squeeze ya. Put me arms right around ya. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Squeeze ya. Around ya.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Raúl Blaze Show. And now I have hold on. I have my first guest today Mr. Cavell Honeygan. Cavell Honeygan is from Northwestern Mutual, and he's a financial advisor. And I'll be. Let me see something. Are you guys there? Yes. So I have Mr. Cavell Honeygan here from Northwest Mutual, and I promise you guys I would have had him on before, but now is Justin also there? Cavell, are you the only one there?
Yeah, Justin. Here.
Let me see something. Hello?
Hey guys, I'm here.
Okay. So we also have Justin Massey. Right? Is that how you pronounce your name? Justin?
Yep, Massey. Massey.
Okay, great. All right, so guys, we're if you're just tuning in, guys, from whether you're from Instagram or Twitter or Roku TV or the app or Spotify, I'm here with financial advisors. I told you guys I would have given you I would have had this interview before, but I'm just getting to it, and I'm looking forward to this conversation because I also have a lot to learn. Because they spoke to me a while back, and this is why this conversation is necessary, because we all fall off our plans, you know. So Mr. Cavell, where are you calling? Where are you from? Tell us where you're from first of all, and where you are now.
So is I'm Jamaican. I'm located in the program.
Okay.
We service the clientele nationwide.
Okay.
Been in the industry since last year.
Okay.
And definitely looking forward to all the listeners there, realize their dreams.
Okay, great. And also, I'm Justin. Do you have the same background?
A little bit different. I've been with Northwestern 5 years now.
Okay.
Grew up in the South Florida area down in Broward County.
Okay.
Played basketball up at FAU and then been doing this since then.
Okay, great. Let me start with you, Cavell. What does a financial advisor do? I know it sounds very. I would say if someone asked me if I got it on a question paper, I would say someone who advises someone financially. You know, with my small self. But what is a financial advisor? And what does a financial advisor do?
So that's a great question. So one of the common misconceptions is that we tell people what to do with their money. Or they should spend their money on that's far from the truth, right? We create financial options, right? Depending on where their goals are.
Yes.
We are their background, right? Kind of hold them accountable to what we want to achieve.
Yes.
And make recommendations for them.
Okay.
Whether they go with that one, but at the end of the day, it's really customized to the person.
Okay, that sounds good. And Justin, what are some of the goals that regular people come in with when they speak to you guys? What are some of the regular things that people want to achieve that they speak to you about in the initial meetings?
I'll give you the top three. Typically, the first would be just creating a game plan for their money. So just having some meaning behind how much I want to save, how much I want to invest, how much I want to keep for myself to live life, do fun things, to have discretionary dollars.
Okay.
The second would just be make sure they're set for retirement. Understanding they have enough dollars that they can live a comfortable lifestyle.
Yes.
And be able to make sure they can do things that they want to do after they've worked hard for many years and want to coast and then relax then. And then the third, I would say, just making sure that their family's protected, leaving legacy, planning for the next generation. So a lot of people talk about, planning education for kids or focusing on how they can better the next generation from a financial standpoint.
Okay, Cavell, I don't know if you and Justin are using the same kind of microphone setting, but say something again, Cavell, because I could hear Justin very clearly. Say something again, Cavell. Let me see if you're going in and out.
Can you hear me?
No, I can. Yes,
okay.
Great, better. Okay, great. Thanks for that, Justin. So, Cavell, do you believe that anyone save and plan towards their basic goals? Can anyone, because most of us believe that financial planning and achieving goals are are for a certain class of people, right? Can you just bust that myth for us? Can anyone achieve their basic financial security means or yeah, you know what I'm asking?
Right, absolutely.
Okay.
So that's the misconception that that's financial advice will only work with the wealthy client, right? The reality is that everybody, right? Everybody needs to start somewhere,
Yes.
right? So the essential idea is that everybody should be having a financial advisor, have a conversation with someone, right?
Yes.
From the beginning.
Okay, great. All right. So and do you how Justin, how amount of convincing do you have to do? Because some people come and say, for example, they are showing what they're working and what they earn. And they're saying, but boy, there's nowhere out of this. After I done pay this and after I finish paying this, where am I gonna find, money aside? Justin, do you guys have to do some sort of convincing or re-education of clients or people who want to achieve those goals?
Absolutely. And
Mhm.
I want to check. Is there an echo coming back from my microphone?
Not from you, but from Cavell's. It's weird. Yours is so clear. I'm like, what are you using? So you are you're very, very clear. Hmm.
Okay. Well, good. I would say I always tell people part of our job is giving people a friendly nudge in the right direction. So to say a little bit of motivation and making sure that they're doing things that they want to do. Having them understand, yes, there is a lot of things that you're going to have to deal with in your lifestyle from a financial standpoint. But when we do identify some things that can be beneficial for them, encouraging them that, hey, we take advantage of this now because the longer time goes by, more we're going to accumulate as far as on our plate, and the harder it's going to be to make those decisions too. So a lot of it is, a friendly nudge in the right direction to make sure they're doing things that are in their best interest.
Okay, and I'm gonna speak from my personal experience. Guys, I'm terrible at this. I've spoken to. Let me tell you, I can speak personally. This is Justin and Cavell. Cavell and I go to the same gym, and Cavell is a friend of the family. Cavell knows my brothers and everything, so he does this for my brothers and family members. And he breaks it down so easily for me. And I've spoken to both him and Justin before, and they've told me simple things that I have to do, and I still these. They call me like a month later. I haven't started the process yet. And that's why I wanted them here, because I realize that some of the things that I struggle with, other people struggle with them. And whenever I share these on my social media, people say, "Oh, I can relate." So Kavell, I wanted to talk about budgeting. How important is budgeting and knowing your guys? I'm getting to the personal conversation with these two guys are with me. How important is is budgeting and keeping track? How important is keeping track of your expenses and revenue?
So it's definitely important, right?
Mm-hmm.
Reason one being, right, you need to
There you go. Okay, you're
right?
so clear now, Cavell. Yes.
Awesome.
Right now you're leading Justin now in the clarity section. Go ahead.
You know what it is? I turned down my volume a little bit, but I guess that works, right? Yeah. So, but what I was saying is it's extremely important, right? One, you want to track your expenses as they go out, right?
Yes.
So most people know what their income is. They know when they're going to get their dollars in, right?
Yes.
But they're not tracking the money that's leaving and going out, right? Yes, there are the fixed expenses or the recurring expenses, right? So you want to track those down, ensure that you have that, the schedule of payments that's going out, and then you can see what is left over, right? When you do that, you can get an idea of where your money is being going to too much of, right?
Yes.
It could be you have a high cable bill or a high cell phone bill, and then you can look at a different provider and lower that expense. That way the leftover dollars can go towards your future self, essentially, or go towards something that you enjoy doing, per se.
Okay. And what is Justin, one of the best? What is the best way of give us a way that regular people can I'm going to give it 30 seconds. We're going to go for a break, but I'm going to give it 30 seconds. Justin, tell us what's a regular way that anybody can track their expenses.
Couple ways. There's as easy as some people just use an Excel spreadsheet. Just literally put at the top expenses and just go through your recurring expenses, whether that's rent, mortgage, lights, food, gas, anything that you pay for every single day, every single week. Just list it out, and it doesn't have to be the exact number. Of course, if we get the exact number, that's the perfect way to be. But if we're within 100, $200, we know on a monthly basis what typically goes out for us.
Okay. All right,
We have
hold on.
some budget
Hold on.
sheets that we send out as well.
Justin, sorry, we're gonna go for a quick commercial break and we'll get back to you.
No
Okay.
problem.
I'll hold that
All right.
point. All right. We'll do that, guys, on Raúl Blaze Show. Stay tuned.
Hassle? Call Thomasini at Toyota of Hollywood. If you have good credit, bad credit, no credit, social, or no social, Thomasini is the man to see. Use code 876 for major discounts. Contact Thomasini at 954-290-1018 or email him at tzini@czac.net. Toyota of Hollywood, located at 1841 North State Road 7, Hollywood, Florida, 33021.
Hey, what's up, fam? It's your boy DJ Money, the game changer, bringing you the crucial. I'll be bringing you exclusive interviews and playing your favorite genres, just like dancehall.
When me nice and some go on, when me nice and some go on, penny na me brain pushing up on me shoes, me is a family.
Giving you that type of Afrobeats.
When I thank God, I got it. Say God, oh, God, delete. All one I comforting me. When these people they combat me.
Wait! Is that I was done?
Kilometers. I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers.
Almost forgot. And some hip hop.
Welcome to the party. With that, give me lit. Gun on my head. 1 and a half. Send it clip. Baby.
Tune in every Monday to Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. and from 8 to 10 p.m. East Africa time. DJ Money playing live from Kenya, the 254 on your number one online radio station, Streaming Up Radio. You know how we do. Just play great vibes.
Hi, I'm Charlie Puth.
You guys have Taylor Swift.
This is Ed Sheeran.
My name is Halsey, and this is Hip Music Radio. Let's stream it up radio.
I've been trying to hold it. I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you can show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through a drought. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch, baby. I look around, see the city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're on. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one that I just,
All right, guys, welcome back to the Raúl Blaze Show. That is The Weeknd right there. I think The Weeknd is a wonderful artist. He keeps on changing his sound, and I like that vibe about him. So yes, sir. Yes, we'll get back to music in a second. But here we're here with our financial advisors, Justin Massey and Cavell Honeygan. And Cavell, Justin was telling us about the simplest ways to track the expenses, and went for a commercial break. So could you pick up from there, Justin? You were talking about how to track your track expenses.
Yeah, absolutely, and I agree. The Weeknd, that's one of my songs. There, I was vibing to it in the commercial.
Oh, you like The Weeknd?
Yeah, I do. I'll say that was a good one that he has.
He's awesome.
But
awesome.
yeah, back to it, really, man. I would say, the easiest way is just finding a way to list it out. It can be pen and paper. It could be an Excel spreadsheet. We have some PDFs that fillable PDFs that we send out to folks. I believe now there's a lot of apps that you can track with your expenses as well. Just anything that allows you to have a systematic approach to understanding where your money's going. Like Abel was saying too, most people, if you ask them, they know what they're expected to bring in on the first 15th, wherever they get paid. But when you ask them what goes out the door, it's a bunch of question marks. So there's a lot of different ways, but whatever is easiest for someone, digitally, paper, write it in their phone, just something that allows them to systematically say, hey, month to month, this is an approximate, or this is exactly what I'm spending, to a pretty close number.
Okay, awesome. Kavil, you wanted to add something to that, or you're just nodding in agreement?
Yeah, I'm not in agreement. What to add to what Justin says. And I mean, whenever you speak with us, we always send one out to you, and it's fillable and it does the math for you, so you don't have to worry about the multiplication, division, or subtraction. It's just easy. It's easy.
Hey guys, Kevin is throwing shots right now. You know what? I know why this is so important, because it's so easy. It's so easy, and I mean, that's Kevin at the gym so many times. So he reminds me of doing it. But he sent me the email. So after this show, I'm gonna promise you guys, and I'm gonna promise them that I'm gonna fill out. I'm gonna do it, and I want you guys to do the same. Kavil, I wanted to ask you about. Whenever people start the process and they after a few months, and they realize that they're more financially organized, I would assume that this changes their perspective on the process and they feel more comfortable. Right?
Absolutely, right. It's like it's like when you go to karate class the first time, right? You don't know what to do. Right?
Yes.
But as soon as you learn the procedure, then you feel more confident, right?
Yes.
You can go out there and you feel more secure about what you're doing.
Yes.
And you just overall make better decisions going forward, right?
Yes.
So it's definitely a good exercise for everyone to do.
Okay. Great. Justin, has COVID, as a pandemic, changed the financial outlook or the goals of some of your clients, or has COVID resulted in addition of clients coming towards your or different kinds of clients? How has COVID affected this process, Justin?
COVID, believe it or not, has actually streamlined our process. I'll go for it from our end, and then go out to the clients. From our end, it just makes it a ton easier. We do a lot more virtual meetings, phone calls. Before early 2018, 2019, it was finding a way to drive to meet each other without anything happening in between. So that goes to say there are a lot more hiccups between us meeting with the people that we wanted to meet with, because hey, if somebody has something that comes up where they can't drive to a Starbucks, drive to a place where they can meet, or meet at that person's home, we never had that conversation. Versus now, if someone's by their phone, someone's in front of the computer screen, we can have those same meaningful conversations without as much getting in the way. And then for the client perspective, it actually has made people a little bit more aware of what's going on. With COVID, the risk management side has become a lot more alarming. So people making sure, their life insurance is in order, that the defensive measures of financial planning are taken care of. Then on the flip side of that, I think just everyone has, taken a little bit more time to understand, hey, with people losing jobs, decreasing pay, or what is the next thing going to be, and how am I going to be prepared for the next COVID or the next, whatever, life throws at us. So from an overall planning standpoint, it has actually brought almost an inflow of people to, seek out some help. 2020, which was the height of the pandemic, was one of our agencies, and personally one of my best years in the business too. So I think it's just a culmination of everyone being more aware of, what financial planning is.
Okay. Wow. That's amazing. And Kavil, what would you say regarding Northwestern Mutual, right? What would you say we talked about doing your expenses and revenue, that and starting somewhere. But how would you describe the process for someone who's listening now and they want to say, you know what, I would love to speak with you guys. How would you? And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna have you guys, as long as you guys are available, I'm gonna try to have you guys on at least once a month. So people can tune in, and But how What's the process like with you guys if someone is interested in starting? And how can they reach you per se?
So I would say that the process is very simple, right? We meet with them first.
Yes.
Firsthand. The first conversation is going to be essentially an introduction, right? They getting to know me getting to know them, right?
Mhm.
We're gonna establish what their goals are, answer any questions or any concerns that they may have, or something that's sitting on the forefront of their brain, and they never had a way to find an answer to that question, right?
Okay.
From there, we kind of dive into a little bit about what we do and how we help in those particular aspects of what they're looking for.
Yes.
Right. Then we get an idea of what their budget might be for planning per se, for saving or for investing, just to set aside. And then we go back and then we create a plan, right? When we create that plan, the second meeting is going to be more of us going over that plan that we created, what recommendations that we make, why we made those recommendations, and then seeing if they like it. That's the biggest thing right there, right?
Oh, okay.
Seeing if they want to make any changes to that recommendation or that plan that we created, right? The next step is going to be essentially putting that plan in place. And then the fourth and the final step, which is the biggest one, is that we're going to have touch points going forward, right? So what that means, we're going to continuously meet and review that plan, see if anything changes, see if you want to add, make additions to the plan, right? It's at the end of this, it's a full relationship business, right? We're going to be there from now until, God forbid, something happens down the road.
Okay. Wow. Okay. And Justin, so so each person, I'm sure it takes each person different times to see their goals and to walk towards it. What would you say to someone who believes that, well, I may not be able to do this as quickly as I want, or this person's process is different from mine? This is a very personal process, isn't it? And how would you comfort someone who has these thoughts or preoccupations about my journey per se?
Yeah, absolutely. One thing we always like to note is that everybody's plan is personalized and customized to them. There are going to be many things that are similar because there's only so many things you can do as far as a planning standpoint. But as
Yes.
far as what people are going to do for themselves is
Yes.
customize their situation. One thing I always like to mention to everyone as well is more times than not, the planning stays the same throughout our lifestyle. What changes a lot is the dollar amounts. Because once
Okay.
we understand, hey, these are the areas I can put money into, or these are things I can take advantage of, ideally what we want is, to just increase our contribution, to be able to contribute more to those things, down the line, or as we start to really build them out. For instance, if someone says, hey, I have, $250 a month that I can allocate towards planning, and we say, okay, well, we'll put, some of your dollars, in a retirement account, some dollars, invested for you in the market, and, protect your family with some insurance. Well, when we come back and meet with them 6 months later, a year, 2 years later, and they say, oh, I got a raise at work, I cut out some expenses, my budget's $500 now. Well, we're still aligning with their goals, planning for retirement, investing money, protecting their family. We can just allocate more dollars to it now. So it pretty much just be beefing up the plans or maybe implementing new things that we talked about, but their budget just did not allow for them to do as well. We highlight everything that is available, but that's not to say they have to do everything that's available right away. If there's 5, 6 different things that we can address and their budget and circumstance only allows for them to do 2 or 3, well, that's awesome. And they know when it's, time for them, the other couple can be implemented at a time frame that works for them and is meaningful and doable for them at that time.
Oh, wow, guys. Okay, we're gonna run up to the end of the interview right now. But before you guys go, how can we reach out to you, Kavel? How can we get in contact with you guys?
So, Raúl, you have my contact info.
Okay.
Definitely you can share it with.
I can share that.
Yeah, you can definitely share it.
Okay.
What I always say, the best way to get in contact with me is that you can call, text me, leave me a message.
Okay.
If you know anyone that is open to meeting, you can always send over my info and send over their info. Sorry, and I can reach out to them and set a meeting, see what time is best for them.
And this was people who are in this South Florida area, right? People who it's the physical meet, right? It's so people who can see it physically.
So like like Justin says, I mean, it's whatever they're comfortable with. We can do Zoom, in person, or a phone call. But it's here in Florida or across the nation.
Okay, all right. So and I have the number, guys, and I'll be sharing that number with you guys. I want to thank you guys for coming. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day, and I want to have you guys, frequently, so you can remind us, all of us, of what to do. All right.
Yes, I appreciate you having us.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, take care, guys. Thank you so much.
Take care.
All right. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. So we're gonna go for a quick break, right? That was nice, right? That was really nice. So we're gonna go for a quick break, and then we have our guest coming at 6:30. Okay, so stay tuned to the Raúl Blaze Show.
Association with Digicel International presents the Yard and Abroad Connection, giving you a chance to win a data plan for yourself if you live a yard. But if you live abroad, you can win this data plan for a loved one a yard. And by yard, we mean anywhere in the Caribbean. All you have to do is download the Streaming Hub Radio app or subscribe to Streaming Hub YouTube channel, tune in 7 days a week, and listen and answer the questions. For a chance to win on the Raúl Blaze Show, tune in every Tuesday to Thursday at 6 p.m. On Wednesdays, it's all about the students. From 6 to 6:30, we'll be giving tips on different subject areas. And at the end, we'll be asking questions. Remember, subscribe to Streaming Hub YouTube channel, watch live, and call. It's as simple as TLC. Tune in, listen, call, and win. And remember, download the Digicel International app. Digicel.
Your daily habits can make or break you. And the best way to have healthy habits is with intent. Morfire is the herbal tea and smoke blend provider ready to fit into your routine. Morfire creates signature blends of powerful teas and natural smoking herbs that aid in healing and nourishing the body day after day. Ditch your unhealthy habits and become a better you with Morfire. Morfire, enhance your daily ritual with intent.
Download Streaming Hub Radio app from your Apple Store, Google Play Store, and party with the baddest DJ. Streaming Hub Radio, your number one online radio station in Florida, playing the hottest music selection from hip-hop, R&B, soul, pop, reggae, dancehall, Afrobeat, soca, and more. And also visit our website at www.streaminghubradio.com or www.dihubthehub.com for the latest entertainment news, artist interviews, news from the Caribbean and around the world. Download Streaming Hub Radio app today and keep it locked to the hub.
Nowhere else you'll find this kind of vibe. The hottest music powered by the best internet radio station, Streaming Hub Radio.
Tune into Crossing Borders with me, DJ Boom Love, each and every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. for the best Caribbean, urban, and world beats on Florida's #1 online station, Streaming Hub Radio.
Thought I'd end up with Sean, but it wasn't a match. Wrote some songs about Ricky, now I listen and laugh. Even almost got married, and for Pete I'm so thankful. Wish I could say thank you to Malcolm, cause he was an angel. One taught me love, one taught me patience, and one taught me pain. Now I'm so amazing, I've loved and I've lost. That's not what I see. So look what I got. Look what you taught me. Yeah, for that I say thank you. Next, thank you. Next, thank you. Next, I'm so fucking grateful for my ex. Thank you. Next, thank you. Next, thank you. Next, I'm so fucking spend more time with my friends. I ain't worried about nothing. Plus I met someone else. We having better discussions. I know they say I move on too fast, but this one gon' last. Cause her name is Aubrey, and I'm so good with that. She taught me love, she taught me patience, she handles pain. That shit's amazing. I've loved it all, but that's not what I feel. Look what I found. No need for searching. Give all I say. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so fucking grateful for my ass. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, next. I'm so fucking grateful for my ex. Thank you, next. Thank you, next. Thank you, next. I'm so fucking. One day I walk down the aisle, holding hands with my mama. I'll be thanking my dad, cause she grew from the drama. Only wanna do it once real bad. Call me that shit last. God forbid something happens. At least this song is a smash. I got so much love, got so much patience. Learned from the pain, turned out amazing. That time I belong, that's not what I see. Look what I found. No need for searching. Give all that I say. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so fucking grateful for my ass. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, next. I'm so fucking grateful for my ass. Thank you, next. Thank you, next. Thank you, next. Yeah. Thank you, next. Thank you, next. Thank you, next.
All right, welcome back to the Raúl Blaze Show. That is Ariana Grande. Thank you. Next, thank you. I'm so grateful for my ex. I don't know how many of us can say that we are thankful for ex. So that's an interesting song right there. So we just had a wonderful interview with Cavell Honnigan and Justin, I forgot his last name, from Northwestern Mutual. And they basically told us that anyone can start planning. It doesn't take anyone. The only Sandy says such great information. That must be my sister. Big up, sis. So planning, financial planning, and receiving financial advice is not necessarily for the wealthy. I think people who are middle class and lower class financially need that, and people like me who are very disorganized and regarding spending need that. And all you need to do, the first step is, and I'm going to share his information with you. I'm going to share his number with you, and he said the first thing is to track your expenses. Track your expenses, so you know how much you're getting, but very few of us know our expenses per month. And once you start there, you can see what's left over or what you not have left, and from there it starts. So start by tracking your expenses. You can do it with a pen and paper. You can do it on an Excel sheet, but they will email you a sheet that does a calculation already. And I love that. I love easiness. I love technology, and I just love that kind of technology that's available to help us do all these things we find mundane. So let me play the song for you guys. Hold on, and let me play a song for you guys by, I don't know if you guys know Halsey, but I love Halsey because her story is very, very interesting. I think she described herself as she's biracial, and she suffers from bipolar disorder. So her story is very interesting. She's half black, half white. But looking at her, you can't tell. But her music is very, very. Her music is different. It's very factual and it's very upfront, and I like how she presents her artistry. So this is Halsey, Still Learning. All right.
Should be living the dream, but I'm living with a security team. And that ain't gonna change, no. I got a paranoia on me, and you wouldn't believe everything that I say, you know. coming apart at the seams. And no one around me knows who I am, what I'm on, who I've hurt, and where they're gone. I know that I've done some wrong, but I'm trying to make it right. To the one I love, bring me round, get me out right now. I know that I love you, but I'm still learning to love myself. I'm still learning to love myself. Should be living the dream, but I go home and I got no self-esteem. You think I'm swimming in green, but it's passed around my family tree. No man wants to really commit. Intimidated cause I get paid and shit. In the cloud, you're reading my lips, but no one around me knows who I am, what I'm on, who I've hurt, where they're gone. I know that I've done some wrong, but I'm trying to make it right. Same mistakes, on and on, to all my friends, I'm sorry for. You know that I love you, but I'm still learning to love myself. I'm still learning to love myself. I try and I try to remember sometimes. If I breathe, it's alright. Some things don't change. I'm still learning to love myself. Who I am, what I'm on, who I've hurt, and where they're gone. I know that I've done some wrong, but I'm trying to make it right. To the one I love, bring me round, get me out right now. I'm still learning to love myself. I'm still learning to love myself. And I try to remember sometimes. If I breathe, it's alright. Some things don't change. I'm still learning to love myself. I'm still learning to love myself.
Announcing an emergency broadcast, commencing real hip-hop, reggae, and R&B worldwide. www.streaminghubradio.com.
All right, welcome back to yes, I'm here. I haven't gone anywhere. So that song, Still Learning by Halsey. As I said, her music is very, I think her music is very frank and very truthful. Yes, I remember the three. I think, and if I'm not wrong, she considers herself triple bi. She's bipolar, biracial, and bisexual. That's Halsey. Very frank, very upfront with herself, and I like that song. Still learning to love myself. Still learning to love myself. It's a strong message, because a lot of us find ourselves in situations where we don't love ourselves yet, and we are trying to love people or to seek love. But in order to seek love, we have to find love. But it's not as easy that people don't. Not everyone. If loving yourself was so easy, we wouldn't have songs asking people, telling people to love themselves first. But you have to know yourself. You have to spend time with self first. Whether it's in isolation or meditation, know yourself first before you ever can get to love yourself. So you have to know who you are first, then to love yourself. Then you can step out of that and try to love someone else. Big up yourself, Lucian Burton. Yes, the teachers are here. Mr. Teacher is here. And so I have people tuning in from YouTube, Instagram. On the app, I see, I guess not a lot of people are using the app today. But big up to Weens. You're always there representing Georgia, and I have my guests coming in soon. I'm trying to communicate with them, but technology these days is weird. We've been trying to call him WhatsApp, the studio is located west in Sunrise, way west, you know. So you once you're on 95 is so east. That is him calling right now. That is when you're on 95, that's east. But to come to the show, you have to go west. And you know, a lot of people I've never been this west before. The first time I look at the station, I'm like, wait, it's not the Everglades behind it. So so you know, technology is. I'm gonna have my guest here soon. We're gonna go for a break, and then I have a few more songs to play for you guys because you know you have requests, and I'm gonna talk about that thing that happened today with the dog again, and then I'm gonna share with you it was kind of, I wouldn't say boring, but I'm gonna share with you what I did yesterday for my birthday. Basically, I just had some food and some drink, and yeah, we'll talk about that in a second when I'm back. So stay tuned to the show and share this with your family, friends, and everybody, church sister, uncle, auntie, sister. All right, all right, cool.
What a go on, Sapase, que pasa, tudo bem, sava, genki. What's up to all my people all over the world? This is the Renaissance man himself, Raúl Blaze, and I am inviting you to tune in to the newest, most interactive, freshest, and most insightful program on your ways, the Raúl Blaze Show. The Raúl Blaze Show. Tuesday to Thursday, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern on the Streaming Hub Radio. From culture to languages, from mental health to entertainment, from spirituality to business to music. The Raúl Blaze Show will be touching on all the issues affecting the Caribbean, Latin America, and anywhere you are in the world. Download the Streaming Hub app, visit streaminghub.radio.com, or access via YouTube, Alexa, Google Podcasts, Roku TV, and more. And if you're ever in doubt, make sure you follow Streaming Hub and Raúl Blaze on Instagram. Remember, the Raúl Blaze Show, where vibe is the only admission.
Do you want to learn how your music can make you more money?
Money. Let's go. Money.
Songvest is the leading marketplace for buying, selling, and advancing music royalties. If you're a recording artist, music producer, writer, recording label, or any music rights owner, we can provide options for catalog sales or advances with the lowest rates in the industry. Keep your copyright. Get funds now. Contact us for a custom proposal at songvest.com/radio. Songvest can quickly analyze royalty statements from any pro, distributor, publisher, or label and provide a custom proposal. Our unique auction process ensures that you get the highest value for your royalty stream. The Songvest team has been helping music royalty owners for more than 10 years. Public auctions or private sales are available, and you keep your copyright. Learn more at songvest.com/radio or email info@songvest.com.
Songwriter, or music producer. Want to earn royalties from ASCAP, BMI, CSAC, Sound Exchange, and from other PROs? Submit your music to Streaming Hub Radio. The email address is promo@streaminghub.radio.com. Radio edit songs only. All songs must be properly mixed and mastered. For more information, visit our website, www.streaminghub.radio.com or www.dihub.com. Streaming Hub is fully licensed to play music, your number one online radio in Florida.
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger, pushing each other to the limits. We were learning quicker. By 11, smoking herb and drinking burning liquor. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old. I always had that dream like my daddy before me. So I started writing songs, I started writing stories. Something about that glory just always seemed to bore me, cause only those I really love will ever really know me. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told before the morning sun when life was lonely. Once I was 20 years old. I only see my goals, I don't believe in failure, cause I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in favor. And if we don't meet before I leave, I hope I'll see you later. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told. I was writing about everything I saw before me. Once I was 20 years old.
All right, welcome back to the Raúl Blaze Show. I was just speaking with my guest, Mr. Oliver Mair, the Consul General of Jamaica to Southern United States, and I just realized that you know, when you plan something and you thought all the T's were crossed, all your T's were crossed, and all the, you know what I'm trying to say, guys, and I just realized I didn't send him the address, so he's on his way, and he'll be here soon. So you'll get to ask all the questions you have right there. I'm listening now to Lucas Graham, 7 years old. It's a wonderful record. I'm a sucker for songwriters. I love great songwriters, because songwriting, anyone can write a song, but not everyone can write a song that tells your stories. I remember once they were interviewing Adele, and they said, "Have you ever listened to an artist that makes you that expresses your feeling of love and loss?" You know, even if you have never, someone has never met you before, but they have allowed you, but they can somehow articulate your feeling of love and lust, and that's how they introduced Adele, and that's what great songwriters do. Great songwriters make you feel things that you haven't. It makes you feel things from someone who experiences similar thing. You understand? So that's what good songwriters do. And this song, 7 years old, is one of those songs that gives me that kind of feeling. So I'm going to play that song one more time. Well, some of it so you can listen to the words. Because most of the times we hear songs on the radio, we never really listen to the words. But this one, 7 years old, it's a very, very well-written song. And it's by Lucas Graham, okay? 7 years old. Let's go again.
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger, pushing each other to the limits. We were learning quicker. By 11, smoking herb and drinking burning liquor. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old.
Remember, listen to the words of the song. Let's listen to the song, all right?
So I started writing songs, I started writing stories. Something about that glory just always seemed to bore me, cause only those I really love will ever really know me. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told before the morning sun when life was lonely. Once I was 20 years old. I only see my goals, I don't believe in failure, cause I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in favor. And if we don't meet before I leave, I hope I'll see you later. Once I was 20 years old. My story got told. I was frightened by everything I saw before me. Once I was 20 years old. Soon we'll be 30 years old. Our songs have been sold. We've traveled around the world and we're still roaming. Soon we'll be 30 years old. I'm still learning about life. My woman brought children for me, so I can sing them all my songs and I can tell them stories. Most of my boys are with me, some are still out seeking glory, and some I had to leave behind. My brother, I'm still sorry. Soon I'll be 60 years old. My daddy got 61. Remember life and then your life becomes a better one. I made a man so happy when I wrote the letter once. I hope my children come and visit once or twice a month. Soon I'll be 60 years old. Will I think the world is cold? Or will I have a lot of children who can bore me? Soon I'll be 60 years old. Soon I'll be 60 years old. Will I think the world is cold? Or will I have a lot of children who can bore me? Soon I'll be 60 years old. Once I was 7 years old, Mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old.
Wow, 7 years old by Lucas Graham. That, oh my God, like that song is so deep. I don't think it's nowadays because people are just, everyone is just putting out music. I think songwriting, the art of songwriting is not really catered to anymore. And you when you hear songs like this song is somehow he was able to capture an entire lifetime in 3 minutes and 59 seconds. You know, because this speaks to me because I'm 39 years old. My birthday was yesterday. Thank you so much. As somebody about, oh, thank you for purchasing a badge. I was 7 years old yesterday. Once I was 7 years old, soon I'll be 30 years old, next I'll be 60 years old. To look at it, basically, I remember when my mom was 39, when my mom was 39 years old, I was 20. Right? Around 20 years old. And I was 20 the other day. And my mom was 39. So it captures life. And it speaks about three things. It talks about one, it talks about being 7 and finding friends at a young age, because having friends is a part of growing up and make sure and not being lonely, because it's about loneliness. This song is growing and it's about loneliness, and you find yourself friends so you can't be lonely, or you find yourself a life partner so you can't be lonely, you can be loved, so that when you're older you have somebody there to love you and someone to come and look for you in the hospital or the nursing home. You understand? Because life is an entire journey, but it goes by so fast. I'm telling you, try to get all the experiences you can. Get as many experiences as you can from life. You know, I've lived 39 years and I feel like I've lived way more than 39 years because I've seen so many things. And I still believe that there's so many things I have to see, but the time isn't there to see all of these things. So live your life in a meaningful way. You know, find yourselves friends, find yourselves someone who loves you, you know, for who you are. If love is your thing, if not, find yourself a pet. When you come home and you open the door, you hear ruff, come on, or you have a cat or a dog or anything. Find yourself companionship, because as primates and as primates, a lot of us say sometimes that we don't want nobody near us, but that's not true. Maybe you need people less than others, but we are wired to want some sort of affection and love and appreciation. And that's what the song is about. And I love that song so much. And I'm going to look into it to see if it won any awards, because that song is about storytelling. And I love storytelling. And someone said meaningful friends. Yes, have not just friends, find meaningful friends. And I'm terrible at keeping friendships because I'm always moving. And if not physically, I'm always moving in my mind and I get lost in my own space. So even though I know a lot of people and I'm popular per se, I don't have many friends. And it's strange. Of course, I have friends, but I don't have any friend I can say this. And it's not their fault. I am someone who drifts away in my mind and in my body. And I find myself in this space where I shut things out. But we should all make sure that we find some way of having that kind of meaningfulness to our life. Companionship, love, friendship is all the things that we all desire. So yeah, man. So I'm glad that you're here. Big up to everyone here. Yeah, man. You guys are agreeing with what I'm saying, right? So yes. So welcome to the show. If you're just joining us, welcome to the show. We had some information on financial management and financial advice. And it starts with tracking your expenses. You understand? By the time I look, time fly by. And what were your expenses? What did you save? So I'm glad you guys are still here with me. We're gonna have our guest when we come back, Mr. Oliver Mair. The Right Honorable, I should say, Consul General of Jamaica to Southern United States. All right, stay tuned.
Being so uncertain, let the Essential Learning Center help you help your children. We are tutoring experts that provide specialized educational services for students in all subject areas from kindergarten to 12th grade. Call 954-906-2410 or visit essentiallearningcenter.com. That's essentiallearningcenter.com. Now more than ever, let us help you ensure that your child stay on grade level with certified teachers and tutors committed to helping your children be their absolute best and stay on their educational path. The Essential Learning Center, helping students succeed
in 150 plus digital stores worldwide. Worldwide. Distribute your music with No Dough Prod Inc. today. We'll get your music into Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, Pandora, Amazon, Instagram, YouTube, Tidal, iHeartRadio, Deezer, plus a ton of other stores and streaming services. Keep 85% of your earnings. Get paid monthly. Cash. Pay no fee up front. Upload unlimited albums and songs as long as you want. Keep all your earnings or set up splits to automatically route any percentage of earnings from any track to anyone. Features you won't find anywhere else. Get paid when other people use your music in YouTube. Unlimited backups. Instant Spotify verified checkmarks. Manage your Apple Music page. Get your credits and lyrics into stores. Music video generator. Get a YouTube official artist channel. Spotify pre-save. So much more. Please contact us at www.nodoughprod.com. Email info@nodoughprod.com. Phone 194-289.
Listening to Streaming Hub Radio, the coolest internet radio in Florida.
This is Streaming Hub Radio. We're here to serve you, our Caribbean diaspora, and others at large. For all your corporate promotional needs, feel free to contact us. www.streaminghubradio.com. Phone number 954-289-8589. Our IG page at Streaming Hub Radio. Or give an email at info@streaminghubradio.com. We're here. We're here to serve you.
Girl, I love you. Hey, it's Ronnie. Just in case you never know. Just in case you never know. Hey, love you, girl. Do you feel the same? I don't wanna play games. No games. You're the only one that
Mic check. Yeah.
baby, just play it straight. No game.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Raúl Blaze Show here on Streaming Hub Radio. I am your host, Raúl Blaze. And for those who missed, we had our guest from Northwestern Mutual who spoke about money management, the importance of it, and also I'm going to give you what I learned from it. Basically, you should start by tracking your expenses. Some of us think that it's difficult, but start right there. All of us know when it's payday, but not all of us track how much we use out of the pay. And right now we have our guest, we have our honorable guest right here, Mr. Oliver Mair here. The Right Honorable, I should say, Consul General of Jamaica to Southern United States. And I was telling him just now, I was telling them earlier on that I didn't. About you coming here, yeah. And they was laughing like, "Come on, Raúl." But I'm glad you made it though. How was the journey here?
No, it wasn't bad enough. I'm not too far from here, so
okay.
When I
saw the text coming after about the address, I said, I think you really intend for me to drive up here. So I made my way up here, and yeah, but it's all good. It's all good, and good evening to all your listeners.
Yes.
Happy to be here. Happy to be on the program.
Yes, and I'm glad you made it safely. And
Yeah.
how was the traffic out there?
It wasn't bad, man. It wasn't
Okay.
bad. It wasn't bad. I mean, sunrise is pretty easy, and I'm coming from Davie Western side, so
Okay.
it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I was hoping that hopefully not coming from Brooklyn or these places because you never reach here.
Yeah. I had a meeting. Well, we actually had the launch of the Black History Month.
Yes.
Today meets Reggae Month.
Yes.
At Miramar. So by the time I was finished, I had a meeting with one of the commissioners after.
Yes.
And so it didn't make sense to drive all the way down to Miami for the consulate.
Okay.
So I just stayed up here. So it was pretty easy to get up.
Okay. So where's the consulate located?
So we're downtown Miami, 44 West Flagler Street.
Okay.
And just so the listeners know, we cover 13 states.
Yes.
13 states. So not just Florida.
Yes.
And not just South Florida, right?
Yes.
So we cover states like Georgia, Texas, North and South Carolina. We go as far west as Arizona.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow. And does being the consul general require that you travel to these places sometimes?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
So I've been to North and South Carolina. I mean, over the last 4 months. I used to be up in Georgia quite a bit because that's where we have the second largest Jamaican population.
Okay.
In my first
where?
year in Georgia.
Oh, second largest. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In our region. So in my first year, I went there 11 times for the year.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
We have an active community. I mean, nothing like South Florida. I mean, South Florida is by far the busiest. And
Okay.
becoming the busiest in the United States because, as you know, there's a trend where people are moving from the north to the south.
Yes.
So everybody's coming to Florida.
Yes.
So this is where the action is at, and I'm happy to be consul general at this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is this your first station? Is South Florida your first?
That's it. My first assignment.
Wow.
But I have been involved, for example, with like your Jamaica.
Yes.
So, I was the marketing manager over there, Jamaica, and so I used to interact with, Jamaica Tourist Board.
Yes.
I was involved with the diaspora from that time, opening routes. So when I became consul general, a lot of persons were like, "Hey, long time to say Oliver, big up,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I know you spoke about some of the places that you cover, but what does a consul general entail? What if someone wants to know what does a consul general do? What would you say to the listeners here today?
Yeah, good question. All right, so the consul general is, in a sense, the ambassador for the region. We have an ambassador in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
So there are two consul generals, one in New York and one in Miami. And we have the ambassador in Washington.
Okay.
And so the consul general covers the top half of the United States, and I cover the bottom half. And the ambassador now tends to deal with more policy decisions.
Okay.
We look out for the interests of Jamaica and Jamaicans.
Yes.
That's a broad area. For example, and to give you some specifics, now we work closely with places like Jamaica Tourist Board. We work closely with JAMPRO.
Yeah.
Persons who would like to renew their passports will come to our office. That's like one of our bread and butter issues.
Yes.
So anybody who is looking to apply for the passport or renew it or become a Jamaican citizen.
Okay. Okay.
So for example, if your child was born here in the United States,
yes,
they can still become a Jamaican.
Okay.
A citizen by descent. In fact, on February this month, on the 17th,
yes,
we're going to have another citizenship ceremony.
Okay.
And what we do is that we have a nice like a welcome ceremony for them. In fact, I've just come up with a new name for it. It's back to the roots citizenship ceremony.
Wow.
Wow. And based off of Lucky Jube's song.
Yes.
I'm going back to my roots.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And it's a very nostalgic moment for persons. tear jerking. Persons
Yes.
come, they get their citizenship paper.
Yes.
In fact, Gramps Morgan, he just got his recently, and he
Okay.
was on the air, raving about it.
Okay.
And we have a lot of nostalgic Jamaican songs, folk songs, and there was
Wow.
one lady in Atlanta who, she was crying, and she said this is what her dad always wanted for her. So even though he's in heaven, she knows that he's looking down.
Yes.
And he's elated.
Yes, and speaking about nostalgia, I realize that people of young people of Jamaican descent, they hold on to this lineage like for dear life. Anybody who has Jamaican in them, even if it's just 5, they're gonna mention that. While my great grand, after she leave the ship, she got so. What you think? What you think is so special about everyone wanting to represent and being their full Jamaican selves? What is so special about Jamaica for those who don't know? Even though all the listeners know, I know I have my island people on here in every other country, but we're gonna ask him this today. What is so special about Jamaican identity that everyone who is related to or not wants to fulfill that?
Boy, let me tell you, I'm yet to find one Jamaican who is not proud to be Jamaican. And a part of it is, I would say, our culture. Things like, for example, our reggae music.
Yeah.
Everybody is just proud to own reggae music, and the message,
Yes.
our food, our mannerisms, our history.
Yes.
We have given so many greats to the world, and as we celebrate Black History Month, our first national hero, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, has done so much for the world. I don't think he has been fully recognized here in the United States.
No. No.
Bob Marley continues to be the national. To me, his anthem, One Love, is the anthem of the world.
Is a world anthem.
World anthem, And Jamaica, I don't know. I'm biased. I think God just gave us a little extra blessing. No offense to any other country listening.
I know. They're gonna jump on me later on, but
jump on. But big up to everybody else listening in other countries.
Yes.
But Jamaica, we say Jah make ya, and make ya in a special way.
For real. And even though so Streaming Hub or the Streaming Hub radio station, the media group, we reach out to people all around the world. And even though it's Caribbean and Latin American based, we have people in different parts of the country who want to get a feel of Jamaica and the diaspora. They tune in. But I remember when the Arab Spring started, I think it was Tunisia or one of those countries. In Egypt, I remember seeing in 2010, that's before I moved to Japan, I saw on the walls in Egypt, I saw people who speak Arabic and not English. They wrote, "Get up, stand up for your rights." And that thing brought, even today when I speak about it, it brings chills to me, because someone in Egypt, in the beginning of the Arab Spring, the words that they could use to articulate their fight was "Get up, stand." Isn't that amazing?
Amazing. The other day I went to Jamaica for at my anniversary, and I was talking to this couple, talking about Jamaica, and I started to mention to them, "Have you heard about Usain Bolt?"
Yeah.
And they said no. I said, "Shelley and Fraser Price?" No. Called some other names. I was shocked, right? These are big heavyweights of the world, right? But then I mentioned Bob Marley. Yes, of course. Bob Marley, of course. When you think about the fact that Bob Marley was around when there was no social media.
Yes.
And he still is one of the biggest names ever of all times. And he came, he had, his part of his family refused him.
Yes.
Yes. And
yes.
But regardless of the challenges that he had, he has just become the ambassador of the world.
Yes.
Ambassador of the world. And his music provides a healing. And so for Reggae Month this year, February 6th, we're going to be celebrating Bob Marley's birthday. We have a special presentation for him at 5 o'clock on Jamaicans.com.
Okay. I'm going to have him on here.
Right, Jamaicans.com. And so you can tune in for that. We'll have a couple of artists performing.
Okay.
And
this is virtual, right? And go on Jamaicans.com.
Virtual.
Okay.
Jamaicans.com. It's during the Bar Talk segment.
Okay.
So we work closely with that segment. So it's in conjunction with the Consulate General of Jamaica.
Okay.
So persons can like the page, right? And you can also like my page, Oliver Mair. I'm
Yes.
trying to get to Royal Blazes followership. This man have millions of followers.
Every time we talk, I tell him that, you know what, next time we're going to hang out more and I'm going to tag him in more. So I'm going to help you get there.
Yes,
we need to do more. We're talking yesterday about more collaboration and you were speaking about activities in South Florida, especially Miramar.
Yeah.
Isn't the Jamaican group very active? It's a very active group, right?
Listen, my colleagues, other consuls general from other Caribbean islands. And I mean, again, big up to every Caribbean island.
Yes.
But I mean, our community here is just so active. I mean, we have activities going right throughout the month, even during the pandemic.
Wow.
And so, you know, in Miramar alone, of the 5 slotted elected positions, all 5 are held by Jamaicans.
I've heard that.
And
wow,
very
that's
active. Very active, you know? Wow.
That's amazing.
And in Florida, we have over 20 elected officials who are Jamaicans.
Wow. Yeah, so guys, good evening, Raúl Blaze. My father is Jamaican, but I was born in the UK. Can I get a Jamaican passport? We're gonna get to you soon. We're gonna go for a quick break and we'll be back with the Consul General after this. So stay tuned and we'll answer some of your questions and you know, we'll be here for 50 minutes more. Okay, so stay tuned to the Raúl Blaze show. All right, cool.
Make or break you. And the best way to have healthy habits is with intent. More Fire is the herbal tea and smoke blend provider ready to fit into your routine. More Fire creates signature blends of powerful teas and natural smoking herbs that aid in healing and nourishing the body day after day. Ditch your unhealthy habits and become a better you with More Fire. More Fire, enhance your daily ritual with intent.
Lexus of Pembroke Pines wants to put you in your dream car. Whether you have good credit or bad credit, purchasing your Lexus is easy and guaranteed stress-free. With the purchase of your brand new Lexus, you'll also receive free window tint and free service for 1 year. Call or visit Lexus of Pembroke Pines now. Ask for Mikhail at 877-615-3987. 877-615-3987. Lexus.
Looking to purchase a car? Tired of all the hassle? Call Tomasini at Toyota of Hollywood. If you have good credit, bad credit, no credit, social, or no social, Tomasini is the man to see. Use code 876 for major discounts. Contact Tomasini at 954-290-1018 or email him at tzini@czac.net. Toyota of Hollywood, located at 1841 North State Road 7, Hollywood, Florida, 33021.
I wonder if I'm being real. Do I speak my truth or do I filter how I feel? I wonder, wouldn't it be nice to live inside a world that isn't black and white? I wonder what it's like to be my friends. Hope that they don't think I'll forget about them. I wonder. Right before I close my eyes, the only thing that's on my mind, been dreaming that you feel it too. I wonder what it's like to be loved by you. Yeah. I wonder what it's like. I wonder what it's like to be loved by you. Why I'm so afraid of saying something wrong. I never said I was a saint. I wonder, when I cry into my hands, I'm conditioned to feel like it makes me less.
Hey, ring the alarm. Hey, whoa. Ring the alarm. Another sound is dying. Whoa. Hey.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Raúl Blaze show. I'm here with Mr. Hold on, let me say 1, 2, 3. That's me. 1, 2, 3. So something again, honorable.
Mic check, 1 2. Michelle check, 1 2 3.
Yeah. Yes. You know, and one thing about Mr. Mair is a vibes. If you go out and see this man, you know, when you think of people who are in foreign affairs or diplomats or consular, you expect them to be like very, you know, just boring. But this man is a vibe. If you go out with this man, you'll realize it's a pure vibe. And how important you think it is for people to be relatable and reachable in that sense?
Well, you know, I think it's important. This is my interpretation of the job. Anything you see me doing is what I would be doing in Jamaica outside the job. You know, just me. I love music.
Yeah.
I love connecting with people. I've always loved marketing and our culture, and I'll talk to anybody, you know, no matter what walk of life. And it helps because sometimes just to be able for somebody to reach out and say, boy, I spoke to the Consul General today, and you know, they felt good about it. And I'm like, well, big man, I'm just a man just like you know.
Yes.
But you know, and it helps you to remain grounded.
Yes.
You know, because you can hear, you can have the common touch because you hear from people on the ground what's happening, their concerns.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's a privilege. Listen, I'm not the Consul General. I'm your Consul General. I'm here to serve. You know?
Yes, and I remember my first encounter with Mr. Alicock. I met him in DC when three times now in DC when I was Jamaica's intern to the IDB. I met him then very vaguely, but then now when I got here a while back, I know I got in some trouble back in the days. You know, guys, I haven't spoken about
confession
that.
time.
I won't get in details. And like, he said, Raúl, come on, man, you're such a brilliant guy, you know, because back then they thought I was gonna go into foreign affairs, and I'll share that story some other time, guys. So anyway, moving now, and I moved to Japan, and he was again. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is a sign, and I realized that I realized just how important the role of someone who represents you. Representation is very important, and don't you think that you said being reachable is important? But what are some of the ways people can reach out to the consulate? And someone says, even though this may not be for you, good evening, Raúl Blaze. My father is a Jamaican, but I was born in the UK. Can I get a Jamaican passport? I don't know if I could.
Father is a Jamaican.
Yes.
Yeah, he can. So he just needs to become a Jamaican citizen first.
Okay.
And so what I'd like to say is that you can write down this website, www.jamaicacgmiami.org, and we have a lot of information there, a lot of the frequently asked questions. So
okay,
you know, so don't worry if you don't get everything during this interview. But I wanted us big up Ricardo Alicock. He was here. Served extremely well in Miami, and he and I are very, very good friends.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, man. I'm a brethren, you know.
Yes, yes.
But he's done very well. He served Jamaica well.
Yes,
and he's now director of protocol in Jamaica. So we speak
at
least 3 times a week, you know, because anytime we have our ministers coming up, we meet them at the airport and we provide courtesies for them. So he calls to make sure that they're okay.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Great guy.
Yes. I haven't spoken to him since Japan. So just give my big up. Give my big up for me. Someone says, I work with a lot of Caucasians, and they always say it is the people and the culture and the beauty of the island that they love. Which is right. And someone else says, let me see if I there's something in the water in Jamaica that's give us an extra spice, make it extra nice. Yeah. I guess that is true. Yeah. So tell us, what are some of the activities? What are some of the activities in the diaspora, regardless of South Florida or anywhere in the southern United States that people can get involved with?
Okay, so I mean, good thing for us here in South Florida is that there's always something taking place. For example, this Sunday, Third World is having a free concert.
See it.
And you know, I may end up busting a tune on the show.
All right.
If the guy asks a guy in Jamaica to put together a track for me, but I don't see the track come forward yet. So let's see. But a free concert up in Hollywood.
Okay.
Right, Fort Lauderdale. So that takes place. We have the birthday bash for Bob on Sunday as well.
Okay. Is it Hollywood? Is it the same place where we had that that where the third world was the other day in Hollywood, that park, outside
The
park?
park, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And persons can reach out on my Instagram page.
Yes.
To
You
get
can
some information.
So the Instagram page again?
Yeah, Mair Oliver, Mair.
Yes.
Oliver. So,
And
Mair.
then before release, we're gonna do a quick little video. So I'm gonna make sure he has his name there, so you guys can follow him, because I want him to get to my level, you know. And someone said, when I lived in Hong Kong, I love Hong Kong, by the way. When I lived in Hong Kong, if Jamaica didn't ring a bell once you said Bob Marley, everyone could relate. Enough pride. That's amazing. No matter where in the world you go, you can hear Jamaica. What are some of the other services you guys provide at the consulate?
All right. So we also deal with our involuntary returnees. So
Yes.
you mentioned persons who got in trouble.
Yes.
Persons who are incarcerated.
Yes.
And they will reach out to us if they're having problems. We'll recommend lawyers to them.
Yes.
And then those who are being sent back home to Jamaica,
Yes.
deportees.
Yes.
We actually we prepare them in terms of their paperwork to
Yes.
go back to Jamaica. So we have a flight that goes back once a month. Right?
Yes.
So we deal with that as well. Later this month we'll have Jam Pro that they'll come up and we'll go to the community, visit a couple of business places, and then we'll do a town hall where we speak about investment opportunities.
Okay.
For people who want to invest in Jamaica. I mean, Jamaica still remains a very good country to invest in. I mean,
Yes.
where we have basically a stable dollar. If the profits, you can free movement of your capital in and out of Jamaica.
Yes.
There are quite a bit of incentives. Our stock market was the number one stock market in the world for 2 years in a row.
Yes, I read that. That's amazing.
Amazing. Imagine, look at Jamaica.
Wow.
Look at Jamaica.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. And do you find that the community in South Florida? Let me speak about South Florida because we're here. Good evening, Oliver Mair Consul. I have a question from Bahamas. Okay, go ahead. And love the show from Germany. There are many Jamaicans in Germany. Okay, I didn't know. Well, I guess I knew, but I didn't know how much. Ask the question, Bahamas, Mr. Lyron. You're Jamaican with that name, Lyron. Anybody named Lyron or Barrington or Anyton is Jamaican. Go ahead and ask the question. What was I going to ask you again before I read that? All right. So, do you think that there are enough people in the diaspora who know about the concept and the services you provide? Do you think that enough people know that the presence is here?
No, we definitely have a lot more work to do. I would say that in terms of both the consulate and the diaspora movement, it's a pretty young movement. I mean, consulates always exist, right?
Yes.
I mean, since the Vienna Convention, the consulates have always existed. But in terms of a diaspora and an active diaspora, Jamaica is well ahead of its Caribbean counterparts, but all of us have more work to do, right? We're just scratching the surface.
Yes.
And I must say that the community here has been exceptionally supportive.
Yes.
I mean, I could not have asked for a more supportive community right across the southern USA.
Yes.
And particularly here in South Florida, we have done literally without going to the government to ask for funds.
Mm-hmm.
The community, I mean, they asked me to come and represent at events.
Yes.
And I always say yes. And when we ask companies to support the events that we're putting on, they always say yes.
Yes.
And so it's a symbiotic relationship and it has worked well. And I appreciate everybody in the community. They've been very supportive. I love them.
Yes.
And, I've loved every single moment since I've been here.
Okay.
And big up.
Okay.
The other day I went to Inner Circle and those guys were there and we're just jamming and Shaggy came through and Mikey Rose came through. Master Griffiths came through.
Oh.
So them sit down and
legend.
one of them said, so Consul General, when you term up, and then Freddie said, term up. You're mad, this man can't leave South Florida, man. This man can't leave.
No, man, you have that, you definitely have that vibe, and I think this is a place for you. Hopefully them doesn't go one cold place, you understand?
No. Love the warm weather, man.
And so Lyron says, how can I get my Jamaican passport? My mother is Jamaican. And you said what's the site you said again?
www.jamaicacgmiami.org.
Okay.
So he can reach out to us, and we'll walk him through that. And
Okay, so guys, you can reach out, Lyron, and afterwards I'll be providing the synopsis of the email and everything from this interview that we did today. We have about a minute and a half left, and I'm gonna just if you guys have any questions, you can ask the question and I'll get the response for you guys at a later time. Oh, he said thank you. Thank you.
Big up.
Yes, a big up. So big up to Jamaicans all over the world. I see you representing in at least 3 continents here, and YouTube, big up on yourself. Same way, it's funny. YouTube people don't ask a question today, but what would you like to leave with us?
Well,
Yes.
I want to big you up, Sir Raúl. The work that you have been doing, especially as a comedian. I mean, listen, they threw you in as the MC the other day, and you did well when we were honoring Oliver Samuels, right?
Yes,
we gave Oliver Samuels a Lifetime Achievement Award, and
deserved.
We Jamaicans have some excellent comedians, and sometimes people might look at as a comedian as a simple thing, and it's not. It's allowing us to look at ourselves, laugh at ourselves, and to leave feeling refreshed and ready to take on the world again.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I don't think. Listen, I do plays in Jamaica when I'm there.
Yes.
And I've worked closely with Chris Daly.
Hold a thought, Sarah. All right, guys, we're gonna go for a quick break, and we're gonna go for 15 minutes more when you come back. Okay.
All right, no problem.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Kings and the queens on the outside. This is DJ Bobby Payne, all the way from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And right here on Streaming Hub Radio, we do a thing called Monday Moods each and every Monday from 9 p.m. straight to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. 4 different genres in 2 hours. You get me, people? So right now I want everybody to get that Streaming Hub Radio app and come party with the DJ. This is DJ Bobby Payne.
Pembroke Pines wants to put you in your dream car. Whether you have good credit or bad credit, purchasing your Lexus is easy and guaranteed stress-free. With the purchase of your brand new Lexus, you'll also receive free window tint and free service for 1 year. Call or visit Lexus of Pembroke Pines now. Ask for Mikhail at 877-615-3987. 877-615-3987. Lexus.
Download Streaming Hub Radio app from your Apple Store, Google Play Store, and party with the baddest DJ. Streaming Hub Radio, your number one online radio station in Florida, playing the hottest music selection from hip hop, R&B, soul, pop, reggae, dancehall, Afrobeat, soca, and more. And also visit our website at www.streaminghub.com or www.dihubthehub.com for the latest entertainment news, artist interviews, news from the Caribbean and around the world. Download Streaming Hub Radio app today and keep it locked to the hub.
Nowhere else you'll find this kind of vibe.
Do you want to learn how your music can make you more money?
Money. Let's go!
Songvest is the leading marketplace for buying, selling, and advancing music royalties. If you're a recording artist, music producer, writer, recording label, or any music rights owner, we can provide options for catalog sales or advances with the lowest rates in the industry. Keep your copyright. Get funds now. Contact us for a custom proposal at songvest.com/radio. Songvest can quickly analyze royalty statements from any pro, distributor, publisher, or label and provide a custom proposal. Our unique auction process ensures that you get the highest value for your royalty stream. The Songvest team has been helping music royalty owners for more than 10 years. Public auctions or private sales are available, and you keep your copyright. Learn more at songvest.com/radio or email info@songvest.com.
Taking internet radio to a whole new level. Streaming Hub Radio.
Totally humming it.
Let's get it crunk up on that fun up in this dancery. We got y'all open, now you're get it percolated while you're waiting. So just dance for me. Come on, everybody, get on now. Cause you know we got to get it wrong. Mary J is in the spot tonight, and I'ma make you feel alright. Make you feel alright. Come on, baby, just.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Raúl Blaze Show with me, your host, Raúl Blaze. I'm here with my my guest, Mr. Oliver Mair, Consul General of Jamaica to Southern United States. We were talking about the activities in South Florida and how you could participate. And then people were asking questions about how you can get your Jamaican passport. I'm going to include that information at the end, but I'm going to ask Mr. Oliver to repeat the site one last time, but then I'll add that in the summary of the thing.
Okay, great. You can visit www.jamaicacgmiami.org.
Okay, www.jamaicacgmiami.org. If me can remember it, my must can remember it. Yeah. All right, so you wanted to talk about a 5K, right?
Yeah. So you know, we have a 5K, and it's gonna take place on May 7th, Saturday, May 7th at the Miramar Regional Park.
Okay.
It's an annual event where we raise funds for the Adopter Clinic program in Jamaica.
Okay.
So these are our community clinics in Jamaica where we adopt it using the funds here.
Okay.
So persons can register to be a part of the 5K. You can come out and walk.
Okay.
Or if you prefer to run.
Yes.
Right. And you can register for the 5K. We have our early bird special of $25.
Okay. Nice.
So it's www.jamaica-5krun.com. So Jamaica HI5krun.com. So if you can put that in the summary at the end.
Yes, I'm gonna include that too. Wow. Yeah. So you're not for run. You can't walk, right?
You can't walk. Most of the persons there walk.
Okay.
And it's a big community event.
Yes.
Last year we had over 700 persons, and we do it. We do it both at Miramar. We have one taking place simultaneously in Atlanta.
Yes.
And we're hoping that Houston will come on this year and be a part of it, so it's simultaneous. And every cent that we make from the event goes to the Adopter Clinic program.
Okay.
So we want to thank all the different sponsors who have come on board to help us to do it. And the committee.
Yes.
And every Saturday, we meet at the Vista View Park. Every Saturday.
Okay.
Now, this person, I want everybody to listen carefully. It's a free class.
Yes.
And Daniel England is our coach. It's free of cost. You can come out.
Yes.
And we do this every week at 8 o'clock in the morning, Vista View Park.
Okay.
Come out and be a part of it. If you'd like, at the end, I'm going to ask them to reach out to you, and then you can pass on the persons who would like to join with us.
Yes.
It's open to the public. It's our way of bonding with the diaspora.
Yes.
Giving back. And then this group here is the group that helps to promote the 5K and just promote a healthy lifestyle.
Okay, yeah, because I think even before that, but ever since COVID, we've started seeing more people being interested in activities like those, and so you have a good turnout on Saturdays, right?
Yeah,
nice.
I would say about 30 persons come out every week, and community leaders and persons from all different ages.
Yes,
come out, and you don't have to be fit. We have persons who just come out and walk.
Yes.
And you this group is great for people that you have tried different exercise programs, it hasn't worked.
Yes.
But listen, you just want to do even one basic thing for the week.
Yes.
And it's a very forgiving group.
Awesome.
You can't go to Jamaica like me. I went there, went to the hotel, ate off everything on the buffet line, come back and put on 5 pounds and have to lose it back. And just so it go,
Yeah. Because, and one thing about Jamaica, even the people who are the strictest people I know in the gym, because, I'm a personal trainer to myself, no matter how you fit, I've never seen anybody go to Jamaica and say, boy, I'm going to go to Jamaica upon a diet. Nobody. Them prepare from here. Because, first of all, when me come off of the plane, I stop at the jelly first, and by the time I reach a juicy beef, and by the time I reach a KFC,
Oh, Lord.
my belly full up already. And
First thing I did was I went straight to Tasty Patty, and then my wife was going to KFC at the same time, and Island Grill, and everything get devoured. You know?
No, you have to destroy stuff. And speaking of that, man, when I spoke to you, you were talking about me possibly coming by. I'm gonna try to stop by one Saturday morning. If I'm down this area, I'm gonna try to come by 8 o'clock and try to do one of my one of my classes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And let's broadcast it to the world. I mean,
Yes.
teach people to the latest Jamaica move, to
Yes.
dance moves.
Yes.
I mean, we have some of the best moves possible.
Oh
And
gosh, man.
listeners, we had him at our Christmas party, man. Raúl. And the man mash up the place, man. I thought I was alive for the party. The man take away the party from me. And every dance move possible, man, he was teaching us, and it was great fun, man. It was fun,
awesome.
man.
It was awesome. I wish because I actually left here. I left here, and because I'm not driving now. I live in West Palm Beach,
Wow.
so I take my electric bike right to the tri-rail. Take the tri-rail to Cypress Creek, then take the bike to Commercial and Power Line, then take the bus 55 from Commercial and Power Line to Hyotus, and then right come here. So when I got there that night, actually left, I took a Uber and I came down here. But things like those, I think all of us, me for one, I'm surprised though I've not been more involved in the diaspora, because there are people who think that I am Mr. Everywhere I go in the world, I am Jamaica. I remember when I moved to when I went to Toyama, and even though there were like a few Jamaicans there when I came, that they just bestowed this Jamaican thing upon me, and then everybody want good things. I can run because every kid in Japan want race with me.
Yeah, but you're a part of the diaspora. I mean, not because you're not one of the current diaspora leaders, but you know the reality is that the work that you are doing, you're connected more with most persons in the diaspora. I don't want to big up Julie Mango.
Oh gosh, man.
I mean,
yes,
you guys,
yes.
on done the place, right?
Yes.
Listen, the pandemic has been tough on everybody. A lot of people going through a depression, mental troubles, and just to be able to look at ourselves and to laugh, and get that comic relief. Obviously, big up to you guys, and keep doing what you're doing, man, because nobody leaves your program and feels stress. Everybody feels some kind of release, you know?
Yes.
Man.
So, you have to relax.
Yeah.
Someone says, okay, always connecting. Okay, thank you, Kimon. But someone says, Rob is always dancing. I'm gonna leave me dancing alone now, please. Vanessa from West Palm Beach said, Mr. Consul, you look good. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
You made my day.
Yes, Vanessa, you're both on the app and on YouTube. Big up yourself. And we want to thank all the Jamaican people in South Florida and the diaspora. You're there, and we know you're there. You understand? And if you should need to listen out, I'm gonna share some information with you so you can listen out to see how you can be a part of it, because a lot of people up in West Palm Beach, a lot of people are walking through the Soren Lake, where Port St. Lucie. Raúl, you live up here? I'm like, yes, I live up here. And a lot of people would be surprised that there's this community of people together, and you can speak to this, but a community outside the diaspora, which is a community outside of a country, isn't that like a cradle for people outside of the country? Because when you go around your people, you feel like you're home. You don't feel that?
Let me tell you something. I have never appreciated Jamaica as much as I do living here in South Florida.
Wow.
Everything about Jamaica, I just start to appreciate it even more. And every Jamaican I meet is like I'm meeting a very special person. And every Caribbean person too. I just learn to appreciate people more.
Yes.
But you know, my Jamaican peeps, we meet up, we link up. And people here connect up every week. You know, there's some little dance taking place.
Yes.
Somewhere you can go eat some good Jamaican food. Just have a good vibes, good laughter. You know, and here we get to celebrate Jamaica even more than when you're in Jamaica. I've never partied as much. I'm partied in a good way.
Yes.
Than when I'm here.
Yes.
You know, and it's not that we're not working hard. We're working hard. We're not come up here, come waste taxpayer money.
No.
We here I do hard work. I work 7 days a week. But
yes.
We're working, but we're having fun and we're connected. And listen, there's nothing that is more engaging than our Jamaican diaspora, because the Jamaicans love our country and we're giving back, right? I mean, you look at our remittances grew by over 20%. So when things rough for the pandemic is Jamaicans abroad basically keep Jamaica going. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
Agreed.
the energy, and we're giving back our nurses. We're always sending back stuff with our doctors. Tomorrow night I do a town hall on COVID. Because we have that aspect as well. We work closely with doctors and help to keep our community engaged in latest information on COVID and taking care of ourselves. But just big up to every Jamaican.
Yes,
Big up.
yes. And on that note, guys, I'm gonna make sure. Good evening, Bruce. Good evening, Bruce. Here, we're in Miami. Is the office I need to get my Jamaican passport, and my mother and father are both Jamaican. Guys, we're gonna do a video on that, going over the process, because we're just talking about everyone wants their Jamaican passport, so we're gonna have.
And I should let persons know that you can actually get your passport online.
Okay.
That's important to know. If you have a passport that was issued after September 3rd, 2001,
yes,
you can actually do the whole process online if you haven't had a name change. There are certain conditions, but again, just remember the website.
Yes.
Visit the website, and all the information is there. You can peruse it and have your questions answered. And we see the public. We see persons by appointment.
Yes.
Those who have to come in and fill out the forms to have their passports, either to get a new passport or have it renewed. You can come visit us. We're at 44 West Flagler Street, downtown Miami. But again, all of that is on that website.
Yes. So guys, I'm gonna both include the all the information that you guys need. I'm gonna include at the website, and a summary of what we did here today. And I want to thank all of you guys who tune in to the show. I want to. I'm not gonna forget. So the other day I forgot the people on this one, on the chat room, on the app, and they were so upset because I was paying attention to, because YouTube is here and Instagram is here. So I forgot to look here, and them cussed me off one day. So big up on yourself to all the people in the chat room, and to YouTube. Big up on yourself. Big up to Instagram. Big up to Spotify. Big up to TikTok, Twitter, wherever you're listening from. Thank you so much for tuning to the Raúl Blaze show today, and thanks to the Consul General for coming through.
Yes, and I'm gonna ask your listeners to do me a favor.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm proud of this gentleman here, Raúl Blaze. I really, and he listen, everything about him, his dancing, his comedy, his intellect, how he represent. So I want everybody just to give out the fire icon.
Yeah,
here.
the fire icon, yes.
Just
the
give
fire
a
icon.
fire icon for Raúl right now.
Yes.
Just put it up online. Just if you love Raúl, and if you love the CG, put up 2, right?
Yeah. Them the Instagram people are because Instagram moves faster. They are putting up the fire on Instagram. It's a little bit delayed here. All right, guys. So now make sure someone send me fire in it, because the Consul General says so. Yeah, and I'm going to just finish this. Let me see if I can find a. Let me go back. I was playing this song earlier on, so I'm gonna close the show with this song from Freddie McGregor, which is Big Ship. All right. And thank you guys so much. And tune in tomorrow is my last show for the week, 5 to 7 tomorrow on Thursdays here on Streaming Hub Radio. You can download
Like my page.
Yes, make sure you guys follow. What is the IG page again?
Mair Oliver.
And if you don't hear it right now, I'm gonna do a video with him after this. I'll look a quick TikTok.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make sure that he gets his TikTok up, because I tell him TikTok is the way to get
TikTok.
followers. You understand?
I only used to play TikTok.
That is a different game. We're gonna share his information after this. Oh, we get enough fire. Thank you. You guys made me feel so good. Thank you.
Big up, Raúl.
And we're gonna share all the information so you can know what to do after this. Okay, so stay tuned, guys, and thank you so much. Love and light to all of you. All right, big up on yourself. Goodbye.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for tuning in.